Hi, and welcome to yet another edition of Ask Miss Judes. As always, I hope you've been taking good care of yourself and not allowing life to pass you by. Today, I wanted to share very briefly on what I've titled What to Do with Mistakes. What should you do with mistakes? I want to talk about this because lately it seems as if mistake has become a bad word. People don't want to own up to the fact that they made mistakes, and it looks like apology is a bad word. The truth is, we go through life, we make mistakes. If we're wise, we reflect on those mistakes, we learn from them, and we emerge better people. If, however, we refuse to accept the fact that we've made a mistake, then we go through life having earned the disrespect of most people around us, even if we do not get to know firsthand. I usually don't like to talk about politics, but I'm going to talk about politics a bit. Partly because we seem to have been, what's the word? I don't want to call it blessed because it's not a good word, but there seems to be a new brand of politics that comes across as if the more brazen and rude and disrespectful you are, the better. And when people are directed to review some of what they've done or said, instead of apologizing and taking a different road, we find people defending their mistakes and making it look like it's a brand. Now, when we were growing up, we were always taught, my mother especially made sure that we reflected on our days. It was a daily activity. When we were young, it wasn't really funny, but now I'm grateful. And you reflect and see the things that you did not do so well that you could do better. And when I look at all of my 12 siblings, that gift of reflecting on our past has, I believe, has contributed significantly to the success of whom we have all grown to be today by the grace of God. Now, I'm talking about um, current day situations where it has become almost unfashionable to accept that mistakes have been made. So there are some decisions that our government has made that I wish they would roll back. But because of fear of what people would think of them, people just continue to bulldoze through even policies that don't make sense. Now, while that's at the macro level, at our micro level at home, in our own lives and our families, how quick are we to make mistakes? I know, for example, that if I make a mistake and I apologize to my husband, he feels better and I feel better. And who will not want to feel better in a relationship? It beats my mind. Having said that, maybe there are some people who just like contention and they're happy not to give in to anybody else. But I want to posit today that we are not going to be all of who God made us to be if we do not have the ability to reflect on what we've done, to see our part in what has been bad or good. And if we've contributed to good, then we want to do even better to keep that good so that the good gets better with time. And if we haven't really quite pulled our weight, that we change our ways and realign ourselves with what is right. So as usual, I like giving examples from my past. So some time ago, when I used to be a lecturer at a college in Jamaica, I worked with a team from all the 8 community colleges. We had a chair of a committee that I worked with who wasn't really very nice. And when attention is drawn to it, she was like just like one of those kind of, my chest is broad, I can do whatever I like. So at the committee level, we worked so well together, but at the reporting level, we felt like we had to be strategic in how we reported up. And this committee went on to achieve amazing results. However, at the point where that chair had to move on was when all of the hurt and the pain started coming out from all the committee members. And I was like, you know what? She's gone. Let it go. It's past. But it's not always easy to just say it's past and move on. By the grace of God, I could, and some of them could, but there were one or two who couldn't because of the hurt that the person refused to accept at the time. However, I am one of those people, and I'm going to suggest to you today that one way of getting past mistakes, even if it is wrong that is done against us, is to just let it go. Let it go. Because if you hold on to that, then you don't even have the opportunity of living a free life. You're angry by what has happened. The person that has done it, every time you see them, your spirit goes, no, that was a mistake. It wasn't even your mistake. Let it go. If it's your mistake, apologize. Let it go. There is so much ahead of us. And like I always say, none of us knows how long we're going to be here on this side of life. So let us live in such a way that our lives will be a blessing to us, to all around us. And when it pleases God that we would transition, let it be that people will remember us for what we actually did and what we were, than trying to manufacture recollections, which sometimes happen, and that's really sad. But because I don't like ending on a sad note, I'm going to encourage you to please take time to reflect daily if possible. If not once a week, look at your entire life. How could you have been better? So that we can get better and better, and anyone who interfaces with us will be glad that they did. I challenge you to be your better self every day. As always, I'm going to ask you to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment in the comment section, great. I love hearing from you. Alternatively, if you want to write privately or send an email, please do so by sending your email to askmissjudz@gmail.com. So that's askmzjudz@gmail.com. I look forward to coming your way again real soon. Take care. Bye.